Hi guys, welcome back to the Home and Homestead. If you're new to the channel, I'm Rebecca. Today we're going to be doing some baking. We'll be making some lemon poppy seed scones. These are a snap to put together, and this recipe actually does not contain any egg. This would be great for bridal shower, baby shower, or brunch, or really any time you like something light and bright to snack on, perhaps with a glass of lemonade or a cup of tea or coffee. And in order to get that lovely lemon flavor into these poppy seed scones, we'll be using some fresh squeezed lemon juice. I have some lemon juice left over from a previous project where I made some homemade limoncello. If you'd like to see how I make that Italian lemon flavored liqueur, be sure to check that video out. And keep watching because I will have a number of different recipes where I use lemon. So if you'd like some inspiration for lemon inspired treats and kitchen staples, be sure to keep watching. But for now, let's head to the kitchen so we can make these lemon poppy seed scones. For today's recipe, I'll be using my KitchenAid stand mixer as well as a flex edge attachment. You could also just use a mixing bowl and a pastry cutter in order to make these lemon poppy seed scones. So in my mixing bowl here, I have the majority of the dry ingredients. So I have 2 cups of flour, 3 tablespoons of sugar, 1 tablespoon of poppy seeds, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, a half teaspoon of baking soda, and a half teaspoon of salt. To that I'm going to add a half cup of butter, which is cold and coarsely chopped. That ends up being 1 stick of butter. So I'll add that butter to these dry ingredients. We're just going to mix this up, or again, if you're using a pastry cutter, just cut the butter until we have nice small pea-sized pieces of butter. There we go, we have some nice small pieces of butter in our dry ingredients. Now we'll add our wet ingredients. So first I'll add a half cup of heavy cream and a 1/4 cup of lemon juice. Now I'm just going to mix this to combine until we get dough to start to form. And there we go. We have a nice crumbly dough. So now let's head over to the work surface and we will prepare and shape our dough for creating our scones. Alright, so now what we're going to do is turn out our lemon poppy seed scone dough onto a parchment paper lined surface. We're just going to gather this dough together so that we can create a nice thick disc of this dough. We're looking to create about an 8-inch round disc. Their lemon poppy seed scone dough. So start gathering it around, pressing it, bringing this dough together. It's a rather crumbly dough, but as you work it, it will come together. And we'll press it with your hand, or you could use a rolling pin to get about an 8-inch circle. This will be a nice thick scone dough disc. That's why I like this pastry mat, because it has the circle with the measurement, but you can just eyeball it as well to get about the size that we're looking for. So we're eventually going to cut this into about 8 pieces. So you can either use a bench scraper or a pizza cutter to cut the dough. I like to use a bench scraper, it works well. And I'm going to cut it into 8 wedges. You can do whatever size or shape or amount of pieces you would like to make for your lemon poppy seed scones. This makes a nice portion for people to enjoy. And we just discard this extra crumble and part of the dough that didn't come together. And then all we need to do is simply lift up the parchment paper and place it onto our baking pan. Now I'm just going to separate these 8 scone wedges, leaving an inch or so between, just room between them so that they can expand, and then they won't touch one another once they start baking. So we'll separate these scone portions. And there you go. We have all of our lemon poppy seed scones all ready to go. So I have the oven preheated to 400 degrees, and we're going to bake these for about 15 minutes until the tops of our scones have a nice golden brown color and a toothpick comes out nice and clean. So let's get our lemon poppy seed scones into the oven to bake. All right, our lemon poppy seed scones have finished baking. They took about 14 minutes, and they have a nice golden brown color to the top, and the toothpick came out nice and clean. So now what I'm going to do is allow these to cool on a cooling rack for about 20 minutes. In the meantime, let's head to the work surface so we can prepare a nice lemon flavored glaze for these lemon poppy seed scones. Now, one of the things I like about these lemon poppy seed scones is that they're not overly sweet. So in order to bring a little sweetness and a little bit more of that lemon flavor to our lemon poppy seed scones, we're going to make a lemon glaze. So this is really easy and quick to put together. It just takes a couple of ingredients. So what I have in this little mixing bowl here is a half cup of powdered sugar, and to that I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. And I like to sift my powdered sugar prior to making a frosting or glaze. That way it has a really nice smooth finish. So now I'm just going to mix these ingredients together till we get a nice smooth and shiny glaze. And once our lemon poppy seed scones have completely cooled, we can drizzle this lemon glaze over the top. Help give it a little finishing touch and add a little sweetness and more lemon flavor. All right, here you have it. Here are our lemon poppy seed scones. And I drizzled that lemon glaze over the top. It adds just a little bit more of a lemon flavor and a little more sweetness to these scones. It's a nice flaky crumble to them. They're not overly sweet, and they have a nice crumble texture to them, which makes them great for dunking. You could have this with tea or coffee, but really I prefer to have these lemon poppy seed scones with lemonade or iced tea. A nice sweet tea pairs with this not overly sweet scone. I really appreciate you spending time with me in the kitchen today while we made this easy recipe to put together of lemon poppy seed scones. This used up some extra lemon juice that we had on hand from a previous project that we did together with the homemade limoncello. You can also check out other recipes that I have that are lemon inspired using that lemon juice. I have some kitchen staples and dessert items, baked goods, as well as appetizers. So keep watching and you can see a number of different recipes that also use lemon. These lemon poppy seed scones would be wonderful for a baby shower, bridal shower, or brunch, or anytime you want something light to snack on with a nice beverage. Or if you'd like more inspiration on homemade recipes or meal ideas, you can check out a number of different playlists I have on the topics. And if you enjoy baking, I have a playlist on that as well. Well, if you're new to the channel or haven't done so yet, I would really appreciate you subscribing. If you enjoyed this or any other video that you watch, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Well, I hope you're having a fantastic day. See you next time. Take care.